go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live.
Good. Good morning, everyone. Oh, I didn't hear Harry this morning, so I was like, where's Harry? Where's Harry? I need Harry here. Okay. Oh, wait. How's everyone doing? Hi, Mother of Brats. Let me get the... Okay. Oh, where's my... Okay. Oh, I have something to tell you. Oh, there you go. Oh, good morning and good health to you too, Mother of Brats. How are you? How are you doing? Good morning. Good morning. That's the way we say it over here. Morning. I'm not doing it right. I'm so not doing it right, but I at least, oh my God, I'm so hot. At least I'm trying. I will cool down. I just need to. Girl, I'm a hot tamale. Seriously. Hot. Hotty toddy. Ooh. All right. I'm going to just leave this on for a little bit. I'll make this my microphone, right? I could do that. Make it my microphone. My toy microphone. How's that? Too funny. All right, guys. What are we up to today? We have a lot to discuss, everyone. There's so much to discuss, but I want to say hello to everyone first. Hi, Michelle Bell. Hi, Strawbo. Good morning, royalty. That's right. I'm royalty. I'm royalty. I believe that. I seriously do believe that. What an awesome day, everyone. Good morning, Tracey. Hi, Sanji. Did you change your picture? So pretty. You have beautiful skin. Great. And yourself? I'm doing well. Very, very rested. Had a great night last night. I feel like I dreamt, but I don't always remember my dreams, so whatever. Grand Rising, Sophia, and all the Misfits. Good health, everyone. Brina, hi, you all. Hi, Brina. Good health, Irie. Oh, how I remember those days. What days? I never remember what I say. What days, sweetie? Um, I really feel like putting my hair up in the front. So let me figure out how I can do that safely. There you go. There you go. Okay. Whew, that's much better. Just signed up for tarot class. Can't wait to fellowship with you all. Oh, Brina, I love that. Did I get a notice? There's a notice. Yeah, baby. I like it like that. I like it like that. I like it like that. You got Sue. You got Sue. Oh, Brina. Why isn't your name showing here? I'm not going to worry about it right now, but if I mark this as fulfilled, they're going to send you an email address. All right. Oh, good. I can. Are you sure you want to discard your changes? Yes. I wish I could add something. Why can't I add a message? I'm going to mark it as fulfilled, Brina, if this is you. And let me see. Sent message. Oh, I see your real name here. I love that. Okay. And I need you to, I'm going to send you an email address. I need you to contact me. Text me. Text me now. This is my personal email address. I mean, personal cell phone, which a lot of you people have. My cell phone is not a secret. All right. Let's see, anybody else? Okay, just checking. Okay, show all. Okay, we're good. Let me see. What if I just press this? Oh, I see what this is. Okay. Oh, let me actually. It's a good way of looking at this now. I'm thinking about it. All right, I will do something I need to check on. Yay, Sabrina, I got it. I see it. I got it. I see it. Hi, Veronica, again. Thank you for joining me for exercise. For everyone, that hot flashes. Nope. Way past hot flashes. I'm hot. I'm internally hot. Look at these hands. Look how they glow. These are healing hands, right? And so these hands, right? So they're healing, right? And so all I have to do is like this. Let's say this is a person. All I have to do is like this. Wait, I should do it with a rock. All I have to do is like this. And the heat that emanates is healing, right? Healing hands, right? That's all I have to do. I'm eternally hot. Like, hot. Like, when I have sex, the men are like, "You're hot." And I'm like, "I know." Not good looking hot, like hot. I'm like, "I know." I heal during sex too, people. Yes. It's a gift, people. It's a gift. That's why I can't have a lot of sex like that. Like, I can't just like lay down, right? Because you're going to wake up healed. You're going to get up like, Jesus, I'm healed. It's TMI? TMI. TMI. Some people have the gift. Hi, Sin W. Healthy Rising. You stay overheated. I hate clothing so much. Okay, so if you stay overheated, look at the material of the clothes that you're buying. Tracey, have the same issue? Do you? The first thing I'm going to start with is look at the clothes that you're buying. You might want to consider spending a little bit more money, especially in the summertime, right? But in the wintertime too, but it's a long story. Okay. Look at the material, because that's what I had to do, right? Look at the materials that you're buying. Try not to buy, see this material? Try not to buy this material. Let me see what it's made of. Oh. Damn it. I don't know what it's made of. I have another one in my closet. No, doesn't say. Well, learn to look at the labels inside your clothing, because the clothing from China, the cheap clothing from China, that they made for 50 cents, but want to sell it to you at Rainbow Shop for $24.50. They use the cheapest materials, and it doesn't let you breathe. That's why you're here, and it took me years to figure that out. So now I'm very conscious of the materials that I put on my body, the materials. So if this were long sleeve, I would be sweating myself out the gazoozle. But since it's short sleeve, and not the material I should be wearing, but it's short sleeve, the other thing is my bras are always made of cotton, always. But remember, I don't have big boobs, so I don't have to worry about lifting up and pulling. I'm not doing all that. I don't have big boobs. All right. That's the first thing I want to tell you. The second thing is that you could be healers too. You could be healers too. If your body heats up, you're probably very metaphysical. Seriously, true story. So you could be Reiki healers, integrated energy healers. I would really look into being a nurse, right? A physical therapist. I would look into all of that. Yes, I'm a hot person as well. I actually sleep with the air conditioner or fan every night. I feel like I get really hot when I'm sleeping. So are you normally hot, Sin W? Is that normal? Because let me tell you something. When I was going through menopause, that heat rose 150. I was emanating heat. And that's when I could feel it. I don't feel my heat. I just see it through the sweat glands. When I was going through menopause, I could feel it. It got so bad one day, my boss at the Green Man store, I have like 3 bosses, 2 of them had to come in the room and ask me what my problem was. Because I kept turning the air conditioning up to, like low to like 58. And they were like, nobody has the air conditioner at 58. I'm like, I'm dying in here. I need it low. And then they thought they were insulting me, and they were like, are you in menopause? I'm like, probably. Like, you can't insult me. I'm hot. All right. Yes, since I was a kid. Oh, you're probably a healer too then. See, some of y'all are healers and you don't even know it. Yeah. Some of y'all got healing hands. You don't know it. Did I tell you I cleared my, it's a long story. I cured my brother's son from cerebral palsy. Well, he was on his way to becoming cerebral palsy. He had crippled legs when he was like less than 2, right? And I guess maybe healing is about getting in there early too. I don't know. I didn't know I was a healer at the time, right? I was in my 20s. My brother had this baby. He was all crippled up like this. One day my brother comes to the party, and I said to my brother, give me the baby. Give me the baby. And of course, he didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing. I take the baby, and the heat emanates, right? The heat from me is emanating. I take the baby, put him up on my shoulder, and I started stretching his legs. Stretching. And in my mind, I didn't say it, but in my mind, I said, you're going to walk. You're going to walk. And we were at a party. And so I just kept walking around the party with the baby on me. All the while stretching his leg, it would point back up. And I go, no, you're going to walk. You're going to walk. Point back up. I did the other side. I might have did it for about an hour, right? And at some point, the boy passed the fuck out, right? And my brother comes to look at the baby and he goes, he never sleeps. And I was like, oh. I'm like, oh. And he's like, I'm like, he's fine here. That boy must have stayed on my shoulder for, not shoulder, like, because then at some point, like, he must have stayed on my body for like 2 hours. And my brother, who's like, he's passed on now, I'm sorry, but he wasn't the most gracious brother. So he would get mad at us for long periods and we wouldn't see him or the kids, right? And then my dad dies. And we take the limousine to my brother's house, complex. And we're waiting for everybody to get out. Never have a funeral, people. That's where the fights come. Nobody's on time. It's just weird shit happens during a funeral, right? We're waiting for my brother to come out. And this little kid, his name is Darren. Darren comes running out. He comes to the limousine and he looks in and he looks at my sister. He goes, what's your name? She goes, Terry. What's your name? Tap. What's your name? Candace. What's your name? He gets to me and I go, Tracey. And he goes, hi, Tracey. And he gets in and he sits next to me and we're on our way to the church and he's only to me. And I'm looking at this little kid, which I know is my brother's kid, but I'm looking at this little kid and I'm like, yeah. And he's like, and I'm like, yeah. What the fuck is happening? And my sister goes, he really likes you. And I was like, Terry, kids love me. I'm not even recognizing who the kid is. I was like, Terry, kids like me. My brother has like 10 kids, right? I'm lying. I think he had, at the time, 4. Sounds like Terry, kids like me. And I was like, what's your name? And that's love for me. When I go, what is your name? That's love, right? I go, what is your name? And he goes, Darren. I was like, you're Darren? You're Darren? And he goes, I'm Darren. And I was like, Terry, Darren's walking? And she goes, I guess. I said, Darren, you're walking? And he goes, I was like, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. I healed this kid. I didn't say it out loud to my sister because, of course, they didn't get it. And I was like, son of a bitch. I healed this kid. Mm-hmm. So if you're hot, and I don't mean a little hot. Don't make it up. 90 degrees weather, you won't be hot. I mean hot. You're a healer. You should go into fields where you have to use your hands. Good morning, Tiffany. Good health. Good morning, LaShonda. Good health. Most babies fall asleep on me from the heat that comes from my body. You're a healer. Yes, Tracy, I have healing hands too. I'm different. I have a picture of Ezra. Oh, I'm not going to find it now. Where did I do that picture? When I find it, I'll show you guys. Oh, I thought something was wrong here. The hell? Okay, that makes me happy. I'm not going to find this picture. I wonder if I put it on Facebook. It might have appeared on Facebook. Oh, can I tell you what I did with all my pictures from my grandkids? I took all my pictures from my grandbabies and up all the pictures, right? And I have iMovie in my phone. I uploaded them to iMovie and then I uploaded all of them up to YouTube. So there's a series of photos. They're private, but there's a series of photos of videos of the babies. I'm smart. Let me see. Love the grandbabies. Got more to upload now. All right. No. All right. If I find you the picture, oh my God, just love hanging on to these babies and letting the heat emanate from me. No, I don't see it here. All right. Yes, Tracy, you are most definitely a healer. Sounds like you are too, though, CW. My mother thinks I'm crazy because I literally sleep with the air conditioner or fan in the winter, fall, summer, spring. I don't think you're crazy. My house is set at 65 degrees most of the time. See, that's the heat coming from you. I also sleep with a fan. Yes, since I've been a kid. Yes. Yes, I'm a hot person as well. I actually sleep. Okay. Tracy have the same issues. Okay. Good morning. Good morning, Bree. Sweetest sunflower. Good morning. Where is my Facebook people? Don't be afraid to give me a like or laugh at something I say or whatever they do on Facebook. Hi, 3. So there's a lot of things I want to talk about today. We don't have much time, actually. Because the priestess is coming through. Okay. Trump. Let us get together and pray. Dear Father God, thank you for answering my prayers. We waited a long time for this, Father God, and you came through, God. You came through. You have shown your people that evil does not win. You have shown your people, Father God, that when somebody does something wrong, they will have to pay the price for their sins. Father God, there has been an indictment on Trump. God, 4 years we thought you left us. It felt like 40 years in the desert, God. We cried out to you, God. We said, God, do you hear us? We are suffering. And years later, God, you answered our prayers. You are an on-time God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. All right. Trump has been indicted. Oh, God. Oh, God. Did anybody find it anticlimactic? Did anybody see it like I was like it I was like, huh. Okay. Did anybody like not feel the joy yesterday? It was like, oh, it's raining today. Trump got indicted. And California still has river troubles. I was like, Trump got indicted? indicted. Trump got indicted. Wait. Let me look up the word indicted. Indicted? Huh. Interesting. Okay. Life goes on. Life goes on. Let me tell you something, everybody. Let me tell you something. Pluto is an Aquarius. Remember the song Age of Aquarius? The Age of Aquarius. Aquarius. All right. So I can't sing. That's not the point. They've been trying to tell you about the age of Aquarius in a song from back in the 70s. What was it, 70s or 80s? What was it, right? Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I don't know the words. Should I look it up, the words? I'm gonna look it up. Because I didn't enjoy the moment yesterday. Thank you for the super sticker, Sanji. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you so much. Age of Aquarius. Age of Aquarius. I thought the song was going to provide... Oh, I need lyrics. I can't play it because, YouTube and the copyright issues. Oh, that's it. Okay, so you got the age of Aquarius, right? Let me see. Hold on. 1969? This song came out in 1969? I need the lyrics. Age of Aquarius. I don't want the song. I want the lyrics. Okay. So, let's go over this, right? Okay, hold on. Listen. When the moon is in the 7th house. This is my world. This song, this is everything I do. And Jupiter lines with Mars. I'm not going to sing the whole thing. Then peace will guide the planets. There was just an alignment in the skies. Did you know about the alignment, guys, in the sky? There was just this huge... Okay, hold on a second. There's so much to teach you. So much to talk about. Hold on a second. I can't. We got 25 minutes. Hold on a second. There's a lot to talk about. Let me see if I can find... Oh, I can't do this right now. Magical... I usually don't post other people because I just don't like other people. But I do like Magical Recipe online. So there is an alignment on Saturday, right? Okay, so listen to this. It was Mars. Mars comes up as red and glycerin. I saw Mars. The crescent moon, there was a crescent moon last night. Venus, Jupiter, and Mercury all lined up, right? And she posed, the power is rising and charging the night. After Pluto entered Aquarius, inaugurating a new era of 5 old gods planets aligned. Magic of this night is so huge. Claim it, right? Okay. So let's go back to the lyrics. When the moon is in the 7th house, when Jupiter aligns with Mars, then peace will guide the planets and love will steer the stars. Now, Saturn is in Penis. Oh, I'm sorry. Stop. Oh, God. Saturn is in Pisces. Oh, my God. Where did I get penis from? Okay, listen. Saturn is in Pisces, love. And love will steer the stars. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. The dawning. And you go, Aquarius. All right. Harmony and understanding, sympathy, and trust abounding, right? We don't have enough sympathy. We don't have enough empathy. No more falsehoods or delusions, derisions. Let me tell you something. No more falsehoods or derisions. Golden living dreams of vision. Now, there's a spiritual thing with the color gold. We do it all the time. We do this meditation. We envision a gold light above our head. It comes out of the sky, blah, 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 blah. Twirls around us, yada, yada, boom, boom, boom. Mystic crystal revelation. This was in 1969. And the mind's true liberation. Now, listen to that. The mind's true liberation. I don't know about you, but Black folks are lost, right? We're lost in so many ways, right? We don't have the African history. We worry too much about love and hip hop and, you know, all these characters that are just like despicable. Like, we're completely lost, right? But there's hope. There's hope, right? And the mind's true liberation, right? We got the KKKs over here. We got Florida that, you know, God knows. All those, okay, listen to, I get so excited. All those people in Florida who would normally vote for Republican just because, they're all leaving Florida. The hurricane took all of them out. The hurricane said, go back, because the collective made them strong. So the hurricane was like, get the fuck out. All of you, get out. There's no insurance. DeSantis is not taking care of any of those homes. There's no insurance. And FEMA is a fucking joke. Okay, I'm over it, right? And then Trump gets indicted in the age, not the dawning, the age of Aquarius. Let the sun shine. Let the sun shine in. The sun shining. Tell me God ain't around watching, fixing things. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Come on, Fifth Dimension. Come on. I'm like, what's that movie? Not Get Out. Is it Get Out? No, it's not Get Out. The one after that where Lupita was offbeat. Yes, the alignment just happened, LaShonda. It just happened. I knew something was going to happen. I knew it. I know. Y'all are cracking up. Y'all must have been cracking up from the prayer. That is hilarious. I know. It's not a witch hunt when you're crooked. How is it a witch hunt when you're crooked? The funny thing is, what did I say 1,000 times? What did I say? A woman is gonna take Trump down. How many times did I have to tell you guys that? How many times did we see it over and over and over and over? A woman was gonna take Trump down. Okay, that came true. Predicted it. Okay, that came true. Well, y'all ain't got to believe in my readings. Let me tell you something. Don't ever think I care. These hands heal. I can heal bodies. I can heal a penis. I can predict that Trump was going to get indicted. You ain't got to believe me. I don't care. I just do my job. That's all I do. I just do my job. Where's my cards? I just do my job, give the readings, this. What is this? I just do my job, people. That's all I do. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I breathed accurate. That's not bragging. It's the truth. That's not bragging. It's the truth. Can you? Hi, Lottie. Feminine power. Oh, thank you. I'm not going to call her that. You're not going to start that, L. Williams. We are not going to call her out her face when she is saving us. Nope, we don't do that. We're going to celebrate her punani. We are going to celebrate her punani, the punani of Stormy Daniels. Woo! All right, guys, I got something to tell you. So, someone paid for these these are new, right? Because my old ones kept losing battery. I'll keep them until it falls off my face, right? Let me see if I can. You guys know I'm really bad at names, so please forgive me. Let me see. AirPods. I don't know if they want me to say their name, but I'm going to look it up. Work with me. Oh, no. Cancel. AirPod. Oh my gosh, she was so sweet. I was like, I just want to say thank you for the monies for the new AirPod. And she goes, you are very welcome. You really do care about people having good morals and values. I really do. You are a good woman. Oh. And when I am blessed with winning the lottery, oh, I didn't see that. You're going to get money from me. Many, many sincere blessings. Thank you, sweetie. Aww. And then she sent me 1,000 emojis, smiling emojis. She goes, I plan on winning in 2022. Of gratitude, I say to her. Thank you so much, sweetie. I can't wait to order it. Or I hadn't ordered it yet. But then I ordered it, right? Turns out iPad doesn't believe in territories. So I had to send it to my assistant in California. In any case, it turns out I got spooked the other day. I don't even know. I got spooked a month ago. A whole month ago, I got spooked. I mean, no, it wasn't a month ago. Maybe like 3 weeks ago. I got really, really spooked. I don't know if I was doing a reading. I think I was doing a reading. I get a phone call and I got spooked and I had to run out the house, right? To take care of something, right? When I got back, I looked and I only had one iPad. Just one. Hold on. I leave a message. Where's my notebook? Damn it, what did I do with my notebook? All right, so look at this. So you guys didn't know it, but I only had one iPad in this ear forever, right? And I did not get up. I was disappointed in myself because, these are expensive. I was so disappointed in myself. And I didn't want to tell the person. And I said, when I get the money again, I hate to do this, but when I get the money again, I'll just buy a new one. But then I spoke to God and I said, God, I don't know if it fell out my ear because I had to rush out. But I also remember sitting at my table because there were some things I needed to document. And once I documented, I could see where I needed to do something. Oh, God, Fairy Star. Thank you, sweetie. Look at you. Thank you. Oh, my God. Thank you so much. So I said, let me do this, figure it out. And then I came back to only one iPad. So I was so disappointed and so hurt in myself because I really do value everything. Everything. I put value in everything. Oh, which reminds me, I got to get this taken care of. In any case, take care of this too. I got to take care of this too. Take care of this. Love elixir and ashwagandha. Okay. In any case, I said to God, have it show up. If it's in a house, have it show up. So after I said that to God, then I believe that it will show up. All of a sudden, I didn't think I had to buy new iPads. It was underneath my table, right here. It's underneath my table, right here. Let the sunshine, let the sunshine in, the sun shining. Let the sunshine, let the sunshine in, the sun shining. It's a good day. Trump got indicted. It's a motherfucking good day. Yeah. Y'all better celebrate. It's a motherfucking good day. 4 years of Trump was hell. Nobody else felt that? And then the coup? He's not even being indicted on the coup. We thought that was going to be it with the January 6th committee. Hey, we are the January 6th committee. Ha, ha, ha. A woman takes him down. Pussy takes him down. Pussy. The power of the pussy. Keep fucking with us, men. I got a pussy for you, too. Keep fucking with us. Okay. Moving on. Whew. When I tell you guys Ifae is trying to heal me, this is what healing feels like. Ashwagandha, tincture, and release. All from Ori Naturals. I said a woman would take him down. Over and over. I never saw anything else. A woman will take Trump down. Who's going to take Trump down? A woman. Did anybody think it would be Stormy Daniels? By the way, I'm in love with Alan Briggs. I love him. He's a big dude, right? I come from a big dude daddy, right? We always marry our daddies, right? I didn't. I am only attracted to skinny guys. My ex-husband was really skinny. I had more weight on him than, to this day, he doesn't carry weight. Because I wanted the opposite of my dad. Love me some Alan Briggs. Mm-hmm. I think in this stage and age of my life, I want a big dude like Alan Briggs. I don't even mind if he has a big beer belly. Oh, damn it. Um, please do. And I'm so sorry. All right. What are we doing here? We are celebrating. We are celebrating that the little peasant people can win. I love the love elixir. This is the love elixir. I love this. Oh, by the way, guys, don't forget to find me on OnlyFans. We talked about this, right? Find me on, let me see. I thought I saved it somewhere. I thought I saved it. Let the sun shine, the sun shining. Let the sun shine. Let the sun shine. The sun shining. I only have one following on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok. We got a lot of sex to talk about. I still don't know how I'm gonna develop this channel. Actually, just help me along. Give me suggestions. Copy. What's everybody saying? We got some love into our lives, sweethearts. Us who are single. Yeah, we got a lot of love, sweetie. Yes. Yes. All right. Um, a nice man. Yeah, he has to be nice and he has to have a ding dong that works. And he has to have a good job or a good pension. Period. And he has to be caring with this ding dong. We're not doing this right now. This we're going to do on OnlyFans. So follow me on OnlyFans. This is just oh, hi Black Love. This is just the beginning for Trump. He still has a case here in Georgia. Does he? What did he do? The ballots? The machines? Is that the one? Trump is going to be like R. Kelly. He ain't never getting out. Never. R. Kelly is in jail for so long, they took a year off. They're like, we're just going to reduce this by a year. You're just going to stay in jail forever. We could do you a favor. Oh my God. All right, let me just see something. Not yet. Kind of hard to communicate in the morning. All right. It's just the beginning. We got to have some love. We need some love. I didn't think it would be Stormy Daniels. Neither did I. Neither did I. Let me put this as a banner. I think I need to put it as a banner. Let me create a new banner. Oh. 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 Being your own, whatever this is that I do on a daily basis, kind of sucks. Didn't show up. Let me see something, guys. Phone call looking for more ballots to count from him. That's Georgia. This man ain't never getting out of jail. Ever. He's going to have one indictment after another after another. Is that state? Oh, no, that's federal. That's federal too, isn't it? Huh. Add banner. Okay, there you go. Oh, look at that. That's nice. It's better. Onlyfans.com, Tracey Brown Live. Okay. If I still say he had something to do with his ex, no. She was supposed to testify that week. I don't know when she went out, but I think she was supposed to testify that Thursday. Yep. Alrighty now. All right. I do want to bring up Black China, everyone, and how Black China has an evil, evil mother. That woman is evil. That woman has been spawned from something that's unnatural. And China is a victim of her own mother. China is not fighting the Kardashians, child. China is fighting a mother that is jealous of her. Now, it is no compliment when a mother screams and yells that her daughter is being taken in by whatever evil beings in Hollywood, and she is literally high and drunk and gyrating and talking out her mouth about her daughter, publicly. Which one is the conspiracy music? Send it to me, Brina. I don't know which one is that. Send it to me. Send me somebody else's. Um, China is a Taurus, and you guys know I am hard on Tauruses. Period. If there's no other sign I'm hard on Tauruses. At one point, I was hard on Aries, but Aries are fire people. We kind of know what to do with all that fire, right? But I was being hard on Aries because Aries is the first at everything. So sometimes they don't give wiggle room for others, right? Aries, right? It's all about me with Aries. But I pointed it out. Aries went shh, simmered right down. I pointed out Taurus, that bull's horn, y'all came for me bad to the point where y'all hated me. And like, oh, because she dated a Taurus. I don't even know who knew that. And she hates Taurus. No other reading is bad but Taurus. It's like, shut the fuck up, you hoes. Shut the fuck up. It was never going to be about Taurus. It is about Uranus in Taurus. And Uranus in Taurus is attacking the very things that Taurus love. What does Taurus love? Food. Because now we can buy fake chicken from the FDA. Homes. Because now the home skyrocketed to $800,000 during this period of Uranus and Taurus. Money, Now, Signature Bank, SVP, USB had to take over Republican or whatever banks in the UK. This shit ain't over with the money. Don't blame me, because Taurus are the type of people that if corruption is around them, they don't see nothing. Don't touch my money. That's Taurus. Everything's corrupt around you. I know. I see everything. I'm pretty clear about what's going on. Do you care? I care about me and mine and my money. Right? Uranus doesn't like that attitude. Uranus says, you people are fucked up. And it's because of you people, Tauruses and Virgos and Capricorns, but mostly Taurus, right? You're fucked up. So here's what Uranus says. Uranus says, I love you, Taurus. You need to change. And let me tell you something. My Tauruses are having a hard time getting it through their thick fucking heads. You need to change. You need to change, Taurus. You need to change. What language can I talk in? Now, I know this doesn't make sense to you, right? I know it doesn't make sense to you because you're Taurus, right? Everybody else gets it. Every other sign is like, yeah, Taurus. Yeah, when you going to change, right? Taurus is right now going, that bitch, Tracey. There she go again. Just hating us Tauruses. Fuck y'all. All of y'all. I actually love Taurus. My dad was a Taurus. I love Tauruses. Y'all are fucked up. We're in this Uranus and Taurus bullshit because of Taurus. All right. Don't take it personally, right? Because what Taurus is saying is that if you're doing something and it's not necessarily the right way, change it now. Because I'm going to slap, I'm going to kick, I'm going to yell in your face, right? This Uranus. This is Uranus. That's Uranus. That's Uranus. So, if you can fix something and still maintain your monies, do it. If you can fix something and not be so selfish about me, myself, and I and money, do it. But you first have to recognize what it is that you're doing wrong. And that's the hardest part for all of us. That's the hardest part. None of us can see how we contribute to things. None of us. But our job in the age of Aquarius is to see how you operate and does it work collectively. Crystal, I'm sorry, Crystal. Crystal's like, me as a Taurus sun. I'm watching this like, so Janine goes, I'm a Taurus. Angela had no chance with the Tokyo mom. So, Angela, let's call it who she is. Angela has made 28 million on OnlyFans, and she's given it up. You already know, Taurus, that is unheard of for a Taurus to just go, I'm walking away from the money. Come on, Taurus, come on. You wouldn't do it. Come on. You're like, I'm walking away from the money. I'm taking out my fillers. I'm taking out my chin implants. I'm taking out that disgusting butt. Cardi just took out her butt. Cardi saved herself too. She must have a Taurus planet somewhere that helped her figure it out. I'm taking out my butt. And what happened? Magically. Think about it, guys. Magically, Angela got beautiful. Within a week. I have never seen a transformation like that ever. She got beautiful. Not because she walked away from 28 million. That's not it. If I know Angela, That money's in a bank somewhere. She's not going to go broke. And besides that, she ain't stupid, but she still walked away from it. So she's handling her Uranus and Taurus issues. That's the thing I want you Tauruses to do. Handle your Uranus and Taurus issues. Don't let money be the crutch of your whole life. All right. The soul is shining. She looks beautiful. True, 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 true. She looks beautiful. All right, guys. We've had a great morning. Remember, let the sun shine in. And we are going to welcome everyone. Please, oh, wait, okay, not yet. Okay, we're going to welcome Priestess Ifae. And please publicly say good morning. All right? And I just want you to know I am so happy to have Priestess Ifae back again.
Hello, hello. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Doing good.
Good.
Doing good.
Good. Me too. Let's put it this way.
Yes.
It's been a week, but I made it through.
That's right.
I made it
That's
through.
right.
Thank God. Right?
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
How about you? Hi everyone.
Hi,
Good
everyone.
morning. Happy Friday.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I
Happy
heard you talking
Friday.
about Angela White. I will respect her. She wants to be called Angela White, her given name.
Yes.
She looks so beautiful. And, people are saying, well, if you're doing this healing or growth, why are you putting it out on social media? Well, sometimes we need to see positive things out on social media, and let's root for her. Let's wish her
Yes.
well. Let's root for her. Let's believe her, right?
Yeah.
That
Right.
she really wants to do this transition, because it was not I'm sure it was not an easy decision to make, right? We're talking
Yes.
about possible loss of money, all of those things, right?
Yes.
um,
Yes.
but she chose herself, and let's compliment her for that.
Yes.
Let's support her for that,
Yes.
for choosing herself. Good
Yes.
morning and good
Yes.
health, everyone. Lottie, Crystal,
Yes.
Sweetest Sunflower, Three
Yes. Yes.
Hearts, Brina,
Yes.
Beauty Me, everyone. Good morning.
Everyone. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. What an amazing event to take your power back.
Well, what have we been talking about these past couple of months?
I don't know. Let's remind everyone what we've been talking about,
We've been
because
talking
what
about
what China is doing is what you and I are trying to tell everyone.
yeah, stepping into your power, loving yourself enough to do the needed and the necessary. I mean, she said she did it because, she wanted to look perfect, right? Or she felt
Mm,
pressured into, when she compared herself to other people, right? She felt pressured
mm.
into doing that. And what a difference, just the before and after the fillers. I mean, she is so gorgeous.
She
So gorgeous.
is stunning. I
Yeah,
almost didn't know how pretty she was.
very pretty.
I have to tell you, her skin, she is
Glowing,
glowing,
glowing, right? Because
glowing.
because she's doing the work on the inside, right? So it's showing
Right,
on the outside. You
right.
know, whatever is on the inside is going to show up on the outside, right?
Yeah,
So
self-love.
she's a
Yeah.
prime example of what we've been discussing these past weeks, into a couple of months.
Mm. With
Yeah.
herbal teas, and why certain
Hmm.
teas are good for you, because
Yeah.
it's to
Hmm.
clean the insides.
Right. It's a support. It's an ally, right? The herbs, they are allies. They're supporting you as you do the work, right?
Mm.
You have to do the work. No one else can do it for you.
Yeah.
People can support you, herbs can support you, whatever, but you have to do it. And that's what she's doing. And in spite of what anyone says, right? She's doing it, you
Yeah.
know? So
Yeah.
kudos to her. I'm really proud of
Kudos to her. Me
her.
too. Me
Yeah.
too. And I just think that she's going to be able to help Black women, especially. Like, I can only speak for my culture, guys. I don't know about everybody else, but I hope she reaches, crosses the boundaries. We don't need to go to Mexico.
My God, we don't know about so many that just don't make it back from Mexico, right?
Thank you. Thank you. That's died on the operating table.
Right.
Thank you.
We may know about some who's had the near death experience, right? Like
Right?
Hazel E. She had spoken about, from what is it, Love and Hip Hop, one of those shows. But
Hmm.
we don't know about the many that just don't make it back.
Kanye West mom didn't.
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm.
So it's nice
Yeah.
to see someone live through it and go, I don't deserve
Yeah.
to
Enough. Yeah.
do
I'm
this
I'm
to my
done with this.
body.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm done
done.
with this. Yeah. You know. And I think she looks great.
Me
So,
too.
and we should support, right? Because when we're going through our healing process, changing, right,
Hmm.
and want to show up in the world differently, right? Not just physically, right, but emotionally and mentally as well. And let's say we had a reputation of being a not so nice person. The last thing we need is for people to pound on us while we're trying to transition from that space. We
That's
need the
right.
support.
That's
Everyone
right.
deserves a chance and another
That's
chance and
right.
another chance once
That's right.
while they're working on themselves. You
That's
know?
our Christian way, right?
Yeah.
And we forget
Oh, well, that
sometimes.
should be the way across the board, not
You're right. I
specific to any.
apologize. I
That's
shouldn't have
the
said
human way,
Christian. Right,
right?
right. I,
That's the
I
human way.
apologize. I should have said that is
Hmm.
what we're supposed to do. Give grace,
Hmm.
especially if someone make a mistake, if someone said something
Yeah.
wrong, like give grace.
Give grace. Give grace.
Yeah.
Tiffany says, I feel she's been listening to Friday Live with Tracey and Priestess. Hilarious.
You never know. Like here's the secret. I think I told you last night.
Yeah,
Her mother and I went at it.
and you get into it with a lot of people, Tracy.
I get into it with a lot of people. And then she blocked me. Like, you don't get to block me. You get to hear what I
Well,
have to
Tracy,
say.
yes, she does get to block you.
Oh, yes, she did. She absolutely did.
Oh my God, hilarious.
Even though she
Uh-huh.
admitted on a video and then took it down. She's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, that psychic right there. She was right. She was right."
Mm.
But then when I didn't allow her to be like all belligerent and I called her out her face, she blocked me. Okay, good.
So
Okay.
this morning, I'm drinking a blend of Hawthorn, Hawthorn berry. Remember, we spoke about Hawthorn berry in the heart and Unbreak Your Heart. Remember, we did that segment. I featured
Yes.
Hawthorn berry,
Yeah.
and I added to it skull cap, which is really grounding and helps to
Mm.
keep us calm. And also included is our feature herb for today, which is oat straw.
Oat straw.
It really supports with the nerves and anxiety. And like when we're going through healing, a healing process from whatever the type of healing, and emotions start to surface, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
we might not know how to handle them,
Mm.
right? And so I realized last week, okay, so I've been talking about what we can do to manage anger, fear and those type of things, right?
Yes.
And how to not how to manage them, but how to heal from them, how to bring them to the surface so that they can be released, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when those emotions start bubbling up to the
Mm-hmm.
surface,
Yeah.
how do we handle that? What do we
Yeah.
do? Right?
Yeah.
So I just thought it was a good time to kind of like take a break and kind of do a brief overview on the past weeks and then talk about ways to manage, ourselves and nurture and care for ourselves during the healing process. Okay?
Yes.
So that's
So
what we're going to be talking
I'm
about.
going to let you begin, but if I put you solo, it's just because I want to get my notebook and pen.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, a few weeks, every week I try to have some kind of affirmation, mantra, or statement of thought, right? And over the past weeks, oat straw is very comforting. Lottie, you hit the nail on the head with that. That's a perfect
Mhm.
description of oat straw.
Yes.
Yeah. Um, so from all of the affirmations I spoke of before, I took two for today's session.
Okay.
The light that shines within me is sufficient. And we have to keep
Mm.
telling ourselves that, because
Yeah.
that helps us. It helps to motivate us. It helps to keep us going. Keep
Yeah.
telling yourself that as you go through these emotions that may come up as you're healing, right? The
Yeah.
light within me is sufficient. And then also, when we're doing the healing work, it's a lot of releasing that we need to do in order for the shift to happen, right?
Yeah.
So the other statement that I have today is take the sweet and let go of the bitter. Remember, I spoke about that a few weeks back. Take the
Yeah.
sweet and let go of the bitter. So whatever, it might be a breakup. It might be a breakup of an intimate relationship or a friendship or family, right?
Hmm.
The, your relationship with that person wasn't always bad, right? But now
Mm.
you're at a space where you feel that feel that you need to, to separate from that person for a while. Try instead to hold on to the sweet, the good things that
Mm.
happen, the good memories, right?
I
And
love
so
that.
that you and release the bitter, right?
Yes. Yes.
And maybe, just maybe, there might come a time where you feel that you are in a space where you're wanting to mend that relationship, if that
Yeah.
person is also interested in doing so, right? Which we spoke about, right? We
But
spoke about
but but
mending
I
the
I
relationship.
also think that if you practice in
Mm-hmm.
terms of relationship, because I've had to do this on my own, and I
Mm-hmm.
think if you practice in a breakup, as sad as it is, if you practice the memory of why the person came into your life, what events took place that made you so happy, you could balance out your depression and come out of it quicker,
Yeah.
right? And I've
Yeah.
had to do that on my own. And to this day, the bastard that did not marry me, oh, maybe I'm not healed. Okay, hold on a second. Maybe I'm not healed.
Well, you're in a better space. You're in a better space, right? And so this is why. So
I
what do I
love the
always say?
memory of what he brought to the table. To this day, I love
Mhm.
the memory that
Yeah.
he showed up to give me. He wasn't supposed to marry me.
And this is how we know, right? When we go back and we visit that time and space and we realize, ouch, right? We know that,
Right.
okay, there's still some healing that needs to be done in that area, right? But you've come a long way, right?
Long
I'm
way.
sure. I'm sure you're not where you
Absolutely.
were before.
Absolutely. I have
Right.
no regrets. I was kidding. I was kidding. I have no regrets that he came and
Mhm.
left.
Mhm. Mhm.
I have the memory that when he was there and what I needed him for was
Mhm.
exactly what I asked God for.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
That makes
out of
sense.
gratitude, yes.
Mhm. That totally makes sense. And I'm of the school that everything that happens in our lives happens for a reason. But we won't go down that road today.
But it's true. Yes.
Yeah, so we spoke about self love. I always suggest that people work on self love ahead of doing healing work, so that you can love yourself through that, what can be a
Mm,
difficult and challenging process, right? So
mm,
self love, it's really important. And in that segment, I spoke about Rose and Damiana, right? Rose helps
mm-hmm.
us to open our heart to give and receive love, right? And to accept love when people are giving it to us, right? Sometimes people are showing us love, but because we have that gate down, that block in place, we don't see it, and therefore we can't receive it. And we all need love. Without love, we're in a lonely space, right? And then also in that segment, I spoke about Damiano, although I did speak about Damiano a couple of weeks back too, when the subject was connecting to yourself, right? Um, yeah, so in that self love segment that I did, I also included Damiana. Why? Because Damiana helps us to heal the womb area, the sacral chakra area, right? Because that's where the trauma is stored. And if you recall, I suggest that when working with the heart, you also work with that sacral chakra area, that womb area, that creative area, right? And vice versa. If you're working on trauma, also work in your heart chakra area, right? The two are needed simultaneously for for the best healing outcome, right? Um, and when we spoke about um, mending relationships, right? Maybe you had a disagreement with someone, a loved one, a friend, or whatever, and whatever they might have done to you or you might have done to them. And we have to be honest and open and recognize that as much as people offend us, we also offend people. It's human nature. We're human beings, right? But when we're in a space of ready for mending, right? I spoke about just being ready. And in order to be ready, you have to do the work so that you can show up the way that you need to in those conversations, so that mending could take place, that you're doing your part, and the hope is that the other person or people are doing their part, right? So be ready, right? Be
Mm,
ready, and
yeah.
being ready, a part of being ready is learning to listen,
Mm,
respecting each other enough to listen, even if
yes.
it hurts to hear it, even if
Mm,
you don't agree with it. We need to
mm,
validate how other people feel, right? Because whatever they received might not have been our intention, but
mm-hmm,
that's what they
mm-hmm,
received. So we need to validate that, and we get an opportunity to
mm-hmm,
explain, right?
mm-hmm,
So we have
mm-hmm.
to be in a space of, ready to, to listen, right?
Right, right.
And we also have to be in a space of compassion, right? If your heart is shut down, right,
Yeah.
and you haven't healed
Mm-hmm,
your heart and you haven't gone through that self love process, you're not going
mm-hmm,
to have compassion because
mm.
the gate is down. Nothing's going in, nothing's coming out,
Right, right,
right?
right.
So the compassion that maybe you might be feeling, people might not be receiving it because you have that wall there, because of,
So
broken
true.
heart, disappointment, things like that, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
And empathy is needed.
mm-hmm.
We should always try to put ourselves in people's shoes, try to see it from their perspective. And remember that everyone has a story attached to their life experience.
Mm.
Think about that for a moment. And
So
that
true.
story
Mm-hmm.
is indicative of how they show up in the world.
So true.
If we think that those
Mm-hmm.
experiences that we might, and good, bad, or indifference, by the way, right?
Right,
Doesn't always have to be a negative experience, right?
right, right.
Good, bad, or indifference. Our life experience is how we show up. It's those experiences that shape our personality, shapes our
Yes.
trust level, shapes our kindness, shapes a lot of things, right? Someone, two people could witness poverty, right? And become
Mm-hmm.
selfish as a reason, as a
Sure.
as a result of it, right? Because they don't want to lose anything, so they're holding on to everything, right? Another person could experience that same poverty and be the
And
most
give.
giving person in the world, right? So again, our life experiences shapes who we are and how we show up, right? Make sense?
Yes.
Nancy Shell says whole. So I want you all to know this. Know that you are whole.
Mm-hmm.
Know that you are whole. Even if you might need to shift in some areas, you are whole. Don't
That's
see
right.
yourself in pieces. Don't see yourself
Mm.
as a piece of or a part of. Just you are whole, right?
Yes. Yes.
We might just need some adjustments and shifting to
Mm-hmm.
get us to a space of peace and alignment,
Mm-hmm.
right? But you're whole,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and facing the shadows,
Mm.
are the things that we really need to do. Face our own shadows. All of these things we need to do with self-love work. All of these things we need to do when we're trying to mend relationships. We have to be honest about who we are, the sides that we don't really like. But guess what? That's you. That's all of you. And you get to change that.
Mm-hmm.
You get to shift from that. You get to choose to do that, right?
Yeah.
Be the curator of your own transformation, right?
Wait, did you just make that up?
Well, I mentioned it a few weeks back. You know,
Be
when
the curator of your
own
own
transformation. Yeah.
transformation.
Yes, and
That's
that's the thought that
that's your
came to me
quote.
then.
Good
Yeah.
morning, Harry. That's your quote. That's your quote, Ifae. I'm already documenting. That's Ifae's quote.
This tea is so delicious. I'm
Oh, it
telling you.
looks
Oh my
good.
God. It's
So
really
tell me one more time what's in it.
hawthorn, oat
Hold on.
straw, which we're
Hold
talking
straw
about today, right? And skull cap.
and skull cap. Okay,
Yeah, skull
okay.
cap is very, calming. It's, so I feel like coming off of this week, right?
Mm-hmm.
I need to be grounded. So this is where I'm
Yeah.
tapping into. And the hawthorn, the purpose of me adding the hawthorn to it is that I want to do everything from a space of love. So this is just to remind
Mm-hmm.
my heart, right? That,
Mm-hmm.
even if I'm angry, even if I don't agree with what someone's saying, even if someone offends me, I communicate with them from a space of love,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, today's message is profound because there's still more work for me. And
Yeah.
so I love being reminded.
Hmm.
Like, I don't know where I would be at this moment today, right? I'm not
Hmm.
talking about years and years of growth. I mean, literally today, from 1 year
Hmm.
ago to today,
Yeah.
if I didn't receive messages that you're giving out today, if I wasn't a part of a group that encourage,
Yeah.
correcting your voice and your language,
Hmm.
because what we put in, we put out.
That's
What we
right.
put out, we give to the world.
Hmm.
It's so enlightening to participate in a group that is constantly working on
Yeah.
themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this message is meaningful. I don't know
Mhm.
about everybody else. I can only tell you what I'm getting out of it. Very meaningful,
Yeah. Thank you.
personally.
I could every week come on and say, if you want to do this, do that, do this, use this, do you right? But
Right.
what I want is healing for
Yeah.
people. And I
Yeah.
want to make sure that, I'm giving the best tools, some really good tools that people
Yeah.
can heal from and do the work. And
Yeah.
again, so now you get to a space of you're in the process of healing, and all these emotions are coming out. What do? You know,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So yeah, so and yes, I spoke about the mending relationship, and be accountable for your part in the disconnection. We as human beings, right? We always tend to tell a story that would put us in the most light in terms of it wasn't my fault, it was their fault, right? That's how we tend to tell stories a lot of times, right? But
Yes.
when we are able to see how we contributed to a breakdown, that's a beautiful thing,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Because that shows growth, and then also it impacts positively whoever it is that we are, trying to
Disconnected from.
measure. Right, correct.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, so and through all of this, no judgment, right? No
Mm.
judgment. It's about discovery and shifting.
Yeah.
Right? Discover
Yeah.
and shift. Discover and shift. Right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's it. Yeah. Remember, we spoke about anger and working through anger, right? That
Mm-hmm.
anger negatively impacts our liver, right? So again, what's going on with us energetically or spiritually can manifest negatively physically.
Yes.
Get that? And vice versa. Because if our spirit is down, it's going to pull our physical self down, right? If our physical
Yes.
self is down, it could really impact our spirit level, our energy level, our energetic, the spiritual energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we always have to be mindful of both sides, spiritual and physical, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the liver is impacted by anger, right? What does the liver do? Release and remove
Toxins.
toxins from our bodies, right?
Yep.
So, and that's where the energy of anger is stored,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
So
Mm.
if
Mm.
we're not releasing that anger, and energetically, all that stuff is being stored there, which could manifest physically, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's when we hold on to anger, we are preventing the release of energetic toxins, are we not?
Mm-hmm.
We
Mm-hmm.
spoke about fear, right?
Mm.
um Fear and stuck grief, and also anger, it's all
Goes
connected, right?
together.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But the lack of fear helps us to use our voice. A lot of times, fear keeps us from using our voice, right? Because if you're afraid to say what's really on your mind or what you really think, or raise your hand in class,
Yeah.
in school,
Yeah.
raise your hand at a board meeting, or at work, you're afraid
Right.
to say what you really think, right? You're going along just to get along, that type of thing. But you're suppressing your voice.
Mm.
So now you're messing with your throat chakra, right?
Just so you know, we
Mhm.
discussed that in group on Wednesday.
Mm,
We were
good.
talking to one of the members, and
Yeah.
that's exactly what herb was that again?
Um, Dandelion. We spoke about dandelion
Yes,
around that.
dandelion.
The one
Okay,
around anger. We spoke about. I spoke about burdock. Burdock root.
right. But the fear for your to speak up is dandelion.
Yeah, and so that gives you, um, tenacity to say
Mm,
whatever it is on your mind. Do you know what I mean? It makes you more direct, more
yeah.
assertive. Now, when you're working with dandelion for that purpose, that energetic purpose, spiritual purpose, just know that you might just blurt out, you might go from one extreme to the next, but you will eventually find your medium, and because we can be assertive without even raising our voice.
Yes. I'm
We can
I'm
speak just
texting
like this.
the group member to take some dandelion. And
We,
just so you know,
mhm.
everyone, dandelion is also a diuretic. So if you add fresh parsley to it, that so much potassium in fresh parsley that
Yeah.
you won't get cramps. I just want to add that.
Mm-hmm. 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 But dandelion in itself is not cramping.
It
It's not.
does. It cramps me. It
Oh,
does.
okay.
I
But
mean, Charlie
generally,
horses in the middle of the night.
wow. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
she is something else. Yeah.
No, 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 no. If I don't, no, if I don't take dandelion, I have no Charlie horses. But when I take dandelion, if I take it too much, and sometimes
Mhm.
I'll take it 2 weeks
Yeah.
at a pop because
Yeah.
it's a
Maybe.
diuretic. It's taking everything out.
That's right. It is a diuretic. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, these herbs that I speak about have so many properties, but I focus on the properties specific to the topic of discussion.
Yes,
You know,
yes,
we would be here a very long time. Yeah, but a dandelion helps you to use your voice. You know,
yes.
that's right, Lottie. Like stuck emotions. Yeah. So it moves stagnation. You're absolutely right. Stuck grief, stuck sadness, anger.
Yes.
Um, yeah. So, um, what's I wanted to say? I'm trying not to stay too long on these areas, but I just wanted to review them before, getting into our topic for today. Yeah. And just remember fear. Your decisions come from a place of fear.
Mm,
We talked about that. Remember? Um, if you
yeah.
decide not to go on a job interview because you're afraid that they won't hire you, so now your life decision is based on fear, right? Or I'm not
Mm,
good enough. Or I'm not qualified for that job. I'm not going to go. No, I'm embarrassed because I don't have a master's degree, so I'm not going to try for that position, right? I'm afraid, right? Afraid of rejection, right?
yeah.
But guess what? What if you do get that job going
Yeah.
on that interview, right?
Yeah.
But the fear causes us to make certain decisions in our lives that would keep us stagnated, that can keep
Yeah.
us stagnated, right?
But also, Ifae, what if you don't get the job, but you got courage? What if you realize
Hmm.
I actually can get through this interview? So the next interview, I'm going to land.
That's right, right. That
Yeah.
interview could be a learning.
Yes.
You could learn. So for the next time, you know what to do, what not to do.
Yes.
Or
Yes.
sometimes maybe that job wasn't for you, but just the mere fact
Mm,
or idea that um applied for that interview, for the job, and the
mm-hmm,
interview anyway. That's great.
mm-hmm.
That's great. And fear is something that lives with us. Ooh, fear has, like, wherever you go, I'm going with you. you know but it's we can
Fear is an
control
entity
we can control how much space fear gets to take up
taken
in
up.
our life. And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
fear is an entity. In the Yoruba tradition, which I practice, right?
Yeah.
One of the main things in this tradition is about good character, right?
Yeah.
Being
Yeah.
of good character, being
Yes.
humble, right? Humility,
Mm.
esuru, and
It's
iwa
true.
rere,
Iran. Rere.
right? Ira rere, good character. Ira pele, gentle character, right? Now, sometimes someone might do a reading and gets warning about their character, and you're thinking, oh, I'm not, I'm good to people. I'm not rude. I'm kind. I'm nice. Do you know that fear is a bad character trait?
Yes.
So when you said it's an entity, I
Yes.
say this to say yes, I agree with you.
Yeah.
So even fear by the Yoruba
Yes.
tradition is
Yeah.
considered bad character.
Wow. Yeah.
But I mean, as human beings, right? We're gonna have it.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's always going to be there. But we can choose to tell fear where to go.
Right. There's healthy fear, right? When we speak with our
That's needed.
children, we say, don't go out in the street,
Right.
right? We want them to recognize healthy
Hmm.
fear, right?
Yes.
We want them to
Mhm.
fear a car,
Yes.
right? We want them to learn how to create a gymnastic type of environment.
Yes.
Fear
Fear is
doesn't
needed
work.
in our life. It
Fear is
is
needed.
needed. Hmm.
It is needed.
Hmm.
Fear doesn't work when you need to speak up for yourself. Fear doesn't work when you say, I said no. And it could be anything. Do you want to go to lunch today? Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Hmm.
Because you're afraid to say no.
Right. Because you don't want to disappoint, or you want to belong to the group, or belong to yourself
Right.
first and
Yeah.
foremost.
Yes.
Let people want to belong to your group.
Right.
You know, yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
saying no is part of using your voice. You know, you have a stack of work to do, but because you don't want people to think ill of you or something negative, you say yeah, you say yes, but really your body, your mind, your spirit is
You're
saying
like,
no.
damn. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, yeah, I'll
Right.
go.
Right. Yeah. I've
I'll
seen
go.
that. I've seen that. Yes. Yes. I just want to answer this question real quick because I don't want to get off topic because this gets a little deep, right? The answer to your question is yes, but anything between a mother and the child in utero can gets put in. It's not just fear. Anything can but that's too deep. I don't want to get that deep.
Yeah, I wanted to answer that question. I saw it.
Okay.
And that question is absolutely yes,
Yes.
right? So
Yes.
I birthed my daughter. My daughter birthed my grandson.
Mhm.
Whatever is going on here for me
Yes.
is also affecting my grandson.
Hold on. Repeat that. Hold on. That is impactful. Say that again. I don't know if
I,
people heard you.
I
You talk
birthed
to the people in the back of the bus.
I birthed my daughter. My daughter birthed my grandson. Whatever is impacting me negatively, positively, otherwise, is also affecting my grandson, not
My
just my daughter.
grandson.
So it's
That's
affecting
the
my daughter, my
generational curse.
grandson. And so this is where, and
Hmm.
you're right, Tracy, it goes a little deep, right? Let me look at the time. It goes a little deep, but that's okay. Um, I'm not going to get very, very deep,
You
but
always
this
say
is
you don't
why.
want to. You're about to go deep. I'm trying to help you. Uh-uh. If they want to go deeper, see, hold on. See, she knows what I'm talking about. She knows what I'm talking about. Okay. If
But
they
I'm still
want to go
going there.
deeper, they can pay for it
No, I'm not
because
going to go.
we
No,
got
I'm not going to
we
go
got
that deep.
things that we want to
Yeah,
teach people. Go ahead, child.
yeah, I'm not going to go that deep about it, but I'm going to make a statement and not going to get too deep into it. But when we do healing,
Yeah.
especially from trauma, and hurt, disappointment, all those type of things, right?
Yeah.
We're not only healing ourselves,
Yeah.
we're healing the generations before us because you heard what I just said. Whatever
Right.
impacts me is also impacting my grandson,
Right.
right? So
Right.
whatever impacted my ancestors is
Right.
impacting me.
Right.
So when I heal, I'm healing that energy as well. So
Generations
I'm healing
behind.
generations back. I'm also healing generations forward.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll leave it at that. I won't go deeper than
Yeah.
that. So,
That's just beautiful because some people don't realize that we
mhm,
are here to
mhm.
heal the generations past.
And didn't they go through a lot of trauma, right?
Oh God. Yeah.
Right.
But I think
So,
Crystal
mhm,
understood roses and beads. Look
yeah.
at that. Roses and beads, like, that wow
Yeah.
factor. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna learn today, sweeties. We gonna teach.
Yeah.
We want to heal your futures.
The healing is not just about us, it's about generations to come and also the people around us. Because when you shift, people are going to shift. Either they're going to shift out of your way or they're going to shift in alignment with you, you know,
Mm,
right?
interesting. Yes.
And again, I won't get deep into that, but
No,
I
but that's a
mentioned
topic.
it before.
That's a topic. That's a whole topic, but
Mhm.
that's a topic for healing session. That's
Yeah.
something I want to talk to you about, Ifae. We'll talk. There's something I want to talk to you about,
Mm-hmm.
but never mind.
Okay, we can talk
Continue on.
offline about
Yeah.
it. Yeah, we can talk
Yeah.
offline about it. So now here we are, right? So we spoke about fear, anger, self love, connection to self, mending relationship. Now, let's say we're doing the work and all these feelings start surfacing. One day you're angry, one day I remember in 2020 when I was going through a healing, I was all emotions at all times at the same time.
Mm,
I thought I was going to lose my mind.
mm,
And so
yeah.
this is why I wanted to have this conversation today, because that could possibly happen when these emotions surface simultaneously. You just don't know what to do with them, right?
Yes, indeed.
And the last thing you want to do is get into fights and arguments with anyone because you're going through a healing process to shift from that type of stuff, right? So it's like, what do I do with these emotions? And how do I know that I'm feeling it? Or you know, I'm feeling sad, but I should be happy. Allow
Hmm.
your feelings to come to the surface just as they are, because that's a part of the releasing. The releasing has to come up and go out, right? So,
Yeah.
whatever you're working on could trigger all types of emotions, but you have to allow those emotions to come to the surface. The key is really supporting yourself through the process,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Don't suppress those feelings, right?
Right.
And remember that throughout this process, you don't want to be in a place of judging yourself. This is not about judgment. This is not judgment day. This is healing, right?
Yeah.
So healing is, as I said, self discovery and shifting, right? There's no place for judgment in a healing process.
Right.
And, like Angela White, right?
Hmm.
Where some people are not supporting her, you
Right.
may have that experience as well. But then
Yes.
a lot of people are supporting her, and you may
Yes.
have that experience as well. Take the sweet, leave the bitter,
Right.
right?
Sometimes, sometimes, Ifae, we have to identify
Mm-hmm.
with you changing and not getting the support in changing suits somebody else. Some people do not want you to change because it works for them.
Bingo, bingo,
Yeah.
bingo. There are
That
some
happens a
people
lot
who,
with siblings. That happens a lot with siblings and
yeah,
who the mother favors the best. And if you're ostracized,
hmm,
siblings want to keep that title on you. This is just an example.
yeah, bingo. Sometimes people just don't want to believe that you can actually change, that you can actually shift.
Yes.
You know someone 10 years ago and you meet them today, trust and believe they're not the same person, but good, bad, or indifference. You don't know what they've experienced in the past 10 years that you have been, away from them.
Privy to. You haven't been privy to their
Right. So
changes.
you might have known them as the rudest, obnoxious, arrogant, self-centered person, but if they show up to you in a different way, don't try
See
not to
them.
attach them to who you knew back then. We have to allow our each other to evolve. And a lot of times it's hard for people to do that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so um don't judge yourself throughout this process. Whatever comes up, and you get, just imagine, you get to shift that, to
Mm.
choose to shift that, right?
You're in charge of that.
You're in charge, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so things that could help is like, as you um purge the space around you. I know for me, when I'm in a slump, the space around me can get really cluttered. When I say
That
cluttered,
happens
messy,
to me too.
it can get really messy, you
And
know,
when I come
hurt
out of it,
there,
I'm like, how did
you
this
know.
place get so dirty? What
Mhm.
happened? Yes, same thing.
So as you're purging, as you're releasing and working on releasing, right? Purge the space around you, lighten it up. It will definitely shift, you know, how you feel, mentally and emotionally,
Yes, yes.
right? And taking some time alone is important.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's, you're sad, you're crying, or whatever you're going through, you're angry, whatever it is, time alone is important. And sometimes limiting conversations and interactions with others is really important as you process your emotions, because one day you might think, okay, I'm not going to do that anymore. Oh, I'm not going to do this, until you can get to a space, because it's kind of like you're in a space of, like when you're brainstorming in a
Mm-hmm.
meeting, throwing
Mm-hmm.
around ideas. Sometimes you get in that space because
Mm-hmm.
now you're shifting, and what fits for you is
Mm-hmm.
um is what you're looking for in terms of how you're going to show up and how you're going to be, right? So sometimes you need that time alone to think, right? But
Mm-hmm.
also, it is equally as important to speak to people around you
Mm-hmm.
who are supportive,
Yes.
trusted people, whether it's a, whether it's a family, friend, um, a therapist, a counselor, a coach, you know, um, and be mindful that the conversation with them, the purpose of the conversation with them, is not necessarily for them to approve or disapprove of what you're doing. You're the captain of your ship, right? You're looking for support, not for someone to tell you what to do. Feedback and advice is different. They're both different from someone telling you what to do, right? You get feedback. You bounce things off of people, and you get to select what fits for you, right? So it's not about relying on someone to tell you what to do. We should all be able to make our own decisions in who we want to be and how we want to show up, right? Because then with that, it makes us authentic. It makes us our authentic selves, and not being who others think that we should be, right? Because that's what we're healing from. That's what we're getting away from, right? So we don't need someone telling us what to do, but to give us feedback, advice, counsel, help us work through certain things or places that we might get stuck. Having someone to support us through that um, is really helpful, right? Um, so again, through this healing process, nurture yourself as you would your best friend. Think about your best friend who might be going through something and how you would want to nurture that friend or family member, whoever it is, someone that you care so much about, someone that you love so much, and how you would want to nurture that person.
Yes.
That's how you nurture yourself,
Mm.
right? That's how you would nurture yourself.
That's right.
So for me, when I was going through it in 2020, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, with the COVID and everything, and on top of all that, going through a healing process, that was brutal. But for me, I love nature. I like being in woodsy areas.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a park close to my home that has a lot of shrubbery and trees. You know, it's a city block, right? Park, but that's where I would go. I would wake up like 7 o'clock in the morning in the summertime and springtime, sit there and just listen to the birds, to the wind, the trees, just look at everything. And it really, really grounded me. And I would do that early in the morning at around 7, and I would do it in the evening. you know that helped me tremendously. Now that worked for me. Something else might work for you. It might be swimming, it might be running, it might be
Right.
exercising, right? But
Right.
the key is do what your heart wants. Remember
Mm.
that question I asked a few weeks back? What does your heart want? Give your heart what it
What it
wants.
wants. Yes. Don't deny it.
Don't
Yes.
deny it.
Yeah.
If someone wants you to help them move, and you're in this space of healing and the emotions are surfacing and your heart wants quiet time, you say, I'm sorry, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
because being your best self, curating your transformation, everyone is going to benefit from that in the long run. And there's no time to put it on hold for other people's urgencies or priorities. Make yourself the priority during this process.
Yes. And no is a whole
Right.
sentence. I can't.
Right. If
And
you're in a
you don't
space,
give an explanation, but sometimes it's easier to give an explanation. And sometimes, I hate to say this, sometimes lie.
I
No, I'm
wouldn't
sorry.
lie.
I
Personally, I would not. Why?
but
Why I
some
wouldn't
people,
lie? No, I
mhm,
wouldn't. I wouldn't because it takes me out of integrity with who I am.
I get that. I hear you very clearly. Some
So,
people
so
might
this
say
is where
the
you
thing.
guys get to choose whose advice you're going to follow. You get to choose, but you right. Lying would take me out of integrity because then I'm not showing up as my authentic self. That's how I see it, right? I'm hiding, right? And I don't want to hide. I'm working on doing this. So I'm not going to do this
Yes,
while I'm working on doing this, right?
yes.
That's how I see it, right?
I love that. I love when you're like, this is at the point where you choose.
we we can agree to disagree. That's why we love each other so much, right? I
Yeah.
I say what I feel, and
Yes.
everyone else can say what they feel. We can agree
Oh
to
my God.
disagree. But for me, and sometimes I listen to music, right? And I'm a person, I don't have any particular music that's my favorite music. I
Me
might wake up one
neither.
day and just feel like listening to Yoruba music, African, traditional African
Right, right, right.
Yoruba music. The next day it might be gospel, right? Another
Right.
time it might be Afro beats, the dance music, right? Whatever I feel. Sometimes it might just be meditation music, the breeze blowing, the water flowing, whatever I feel to listen to. That's whatever my body needs at that time, whatever my heart needs at the time, I go with. And so if I'm listening to dance music, I'm dancing around the house by myself, just dancing like if I'm in a party. Whatever you need, you know, allow yourself to have it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, once it's within your reach and your means, allow
Mm-hmm.
yourself to have it, you know, as you go through this process,
Mm-hmm.
right? Um, some people say journal. I agree. I am not a journaler
Mm-hmm.
because my thoughts are faster than my hands. So it's difficult for me to write
Yes.
as I'm thinking, right? So I record.
Oh.
I use I don't know if I should mention it. Why should I advertise for this company? But there's an app that I use
Mm-hmm.
where I have journals and they're all recorded, right? But
Mm-hmm.
then it records and it also transcribes what you recorded.
You
So
know
you
what?
can go back and listen to it, or you can actually go back and read
You
what
know what
you
I would tell you?
said. Hmm.
Contact that company and let them know that you want to advertise for them. What can they offer you?
Yeah, it's a really great app, and it's with you wherever you go. Right? I used to be sitting in the park, you know, um, journaling, you know, talking. But yeah.
Now, on
So
the flip side, I am
mhm.
a journaler, but I'll tell you why. Because I spend so much time talking, yap, 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 yap,
So
that
you
in
get it out a lot. You're
I get
releasing a
out
lot. You're
all
releasing every day.
every
Yeah.
day. So for
Hmm.
me, that's why
Hmm.
you see me with a book. It seems crazy that every time you come on, if I got to get my book, and today I forgot it. I like
Hmm.
writing because
Hmm.
all of this comes out constant. 8 hours a
Hmm.
day, I'm doing this.
Yeah. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So and most importantly, show yourself grace at all times. Because remember, this is a journey, right? So we might move forward and say, "Hey, wow, I'm on track. I'm doing good." Next week, you're on the floor, laid out. My God, my life is a mess, right? So it's a process. You might go 10 steps forward and go 2 steps backwards, or vice versa. Right? Um, it's a process. So allow for grace. Give yourself grace, and know that with day, each dawn of the day, there's a new opportunity,
Mm-hmm.
right? There's chance for an opportunity for us to, do it the way that we want to do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. So don't think also, don't allow guilt to seep in, because a lot of times if we backslide, so let's say we commit to, you know what, I'm going to walk like 15 minutes a day. And then now you realize it's a week and a half and you haven't walked.
5 minutes.
Don't guilt yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Just get back on track. No one's judging, and you
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't judge yourself. Okay. Remember now, the key is mm, surrounding yourself with positive supporters.
Yeah.
And it's okay for someone to say, "Hey, girl, are you doing that walk? I haven't seen you at the park." Right? That's okay. As opposed to someone saying, "Well, I thought you said you were going to start walking every day." Well, see, I knew it. Right? That's not a supporter. The other one who's giving you that little nudge, that's a supporter. Right?
That's right.
So surround yourself with positive supporters. Right? And also remember that you're worth it. The light that shines within me is sufficient.
Mm.
The
Is that
light,
is
I
that
opened with that. Mhm, mhm. The light that shines within me is sufficient, right?
you know
So,
Ifae,
mhm.
hold on. These are tarot. These are oracle cards.
Don't go there, Tracy. I have a lot
You
on my
know,
plate. Don't
my
go
mind
there.
is like clicking. This brain is like, I've got a few. I've got a few from you today. Be the curator of your own transformation. I love that. Be accountable for the part. Be accountable for your part in disconnection with others.
Yeah.
Right? Show yourself grace at all times. The light that shines within me is sufficient.
Lottie says, really interesting, different ways to self care. Self care feels uncomfortable. Somehow it wasn't a thing growing up. Self care, so as to present to others in childhood, more like in society. I'm not catching that last part, but I think I get the gist of what you said. What really stands out for me in your statement, Lottie, is the discomfort that you feel around self care, right? And so, when I spoke about Damiana, right, and stepping into your power and the empowerment, the divine feminine for women, I'm speaking to, that stepping into that power of divine feminine and being able to touch yourself, right?
Hmm.
Remember you were telling me about this this woman it was on an interview where she was like an OnlyFans person or whatever, right?
She
But
was. There was no only
I,
thing. She just came in for a reading and she just rubbed
right,
herself.
right. But and it's like get used to touching yourself, and it doesn't have to be in a sexual way, but definitely from a sensual perspective, right? And just appreciating your body the way it is, just
Right.
appreciating your body, right? Thanking your hands, your fingers, your breast, your legs, just being able
Yes.
to do that. Try to get used to doing that, Lottie. And for anyone that this touches as well, look at yourself in the mirror,
Yes.
every crease, every crevice,
Yes.
and accept yourself. Give
Yes.
thanks for who you are, for
Yes.
the physical being that you are, you
So
know?
I received this as a gift from Ifae because she's creating her products, curating her own product line,
Mhm.
Womb and Breast Salve.
Mhm.
When I opened it, this is what it looked like.
Yeah, that's a calendula.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is the calendula.
That's
Okay.
that's a calendula flower. Calendula is one of the ingredients in that sound.
Oh,
But I mean, you can take it off. It was just for garnish.
oh. But you're just
Yeah.
adorable. The garnish is what made it. When I opened it, I was like, oh, it's so pretty. But in any case, as you can tell, I started using it, and the way Ifae described on how to use the salve,
Hmm. Hmm.
up, rub, rub.
Because it helps with lymphatic drainage. It
That's
helps with circulation for your
it.
breast and your womb area, your reproductive area, right?
Hit your
So you're
arm.
gonna get, where all the lymph nodes are, so it helps to get things flowing. It helps with drainage to remove the toxins, right? Because reproductive health is really important, really, really critical. So that's my focus for my line, reproductive health. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. So that then gives you the opportunity to caress your body, to get used to touching your body, even just creaming your skin after you come out of the shower. Use those moments to do that, right? To get to know your body, right? And so that would help, Lottie, with the discomfort.
Yes.
Yeah. So we grow up more thinking how to self-care to present well and cheer others around us. But okay, yeah. I think I get what you're saying, Lottie. So it's like we think outside of ourselves, right? Taking care of others, that would make you a good person. That would make you, kind or whatever, right? When other people are in need, you give yourself, to supporting them. And a lot of times, because we weren't taught to focus on that, right? A lot of times we forget ourselves and the care that we need, the care that we give to other people, we should also give to ourselves, right? Hmm. So I'm going to go into our herb for the day, which is oat straw.
Oh, straw.
Yeah, and it looks. Um, this is what it looks like.
Hold on. Let me just
I
don't leave
can
me
see it.
solo.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, it's
it's
nice.
like, yeah, that's what it looks like, right?
Yes.
So, oat straw. So now again, thinking about going through this healing and these emotions are coming up. Oat straw is an excellent toner for our nervous system, right? And it's also very high in calcium, by the way, and it helps with irritability, anxiety, heart palpitations, right? So those are things that could happen when those emotions surface, right? Everything, the fear at once, the anger at once. You're irritated, you're anxious, you just can't, right? So it helps to calm our minds, and while stabilizing the nerves, right? So it's like a nervous system food, right? A tonic, if you will. And so you can take that for long periods of time. You can drink oat straw for long periods of time. So if you know you're having a hard week, an emotional week, a stress, and the anxiety, and you just, that nervousness, right? You can drink oat straw, infuse that and drink it um, for that duration of that period and beyond, because it's a tonic. It's also known as an antidepressant. It's very nutritive in the sense of nourishing to the body, right? It's anti-cholesterol, right? And it nurses the nervous system and the cells in our body. So oat straw, right,
Mm-hmm.
is where oatmeal comes from.
Mm-hmm.
So right. So it's the have you heard of that brand of body creams or whatever, Aveeno?
Avino. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that name derives from the botanical name for oat straw, which is Avena sativa. So you would know then that oat straw or oatmeal or something is included in the ingredients of that product, right?
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, so it's very, very nourishing to the body.
Yes.
And even in taking a bath,
Yeah.
right? To
Yeah.
soothe yourself.
Yeah.
Notice how I'm doing this because it's very soft.
Yeah.
It's very soothing. It's very comforting, oat
Yeah.
straw. And we need that when we're doing healing work.
So I've brought Aveeno when I have allergic reactions to food. My skin gets inflamed.
So it soothes the skin,
Yeah.
right? It
Take
soothes
a
it.
bath in it.
It stops the itch, it helps stops with the itching, whatever. It's
Yeah.
very soothing,
Yeah.
right? So
Good for
and
babies
so
too, though.
hmm,
Good for babies in a bath.
absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Um but energetically or spiritually you can take it for like when you need that calm as well.
Yeah, I didn't understand that until just now, right? That I could just do it to calm the spirit.
Yeah.
Got it.
Hmm. So, it's restorative, right? And it's really good also for nervous system disorders, so like MS or Parkinson's. It's a good ally to support with that. It's good if we're withdrawing from habits of all types. That's a herb ally to lean on
Mm-hmm.
when you're going through that process. If someone wants to stop smoking, or if they want to, whatever it is, right? It can support with that. And obviously, because it's nutritive, people who are undernourished,
Mm-hmm.
it's good. It supports with restoring the body, right? Mental and physical exhaustion as well. Right. So do you see why oat straw is an herb that I selected for the conversation today?
Yeah.
Hmm. And guess what? There are no contraindications with this herb. It does not interact with any medicines.
Okay.
So have at it. You don't
Yeah.
have to be, you know, whether you're, no contraindication. So if you're pregnant, if you're, whatever, no contraindications, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And spiritually, oat straw is known as the hug plant. It's that
Mm,
that we need sometimes. Sometimes we need that hug. We're alone. We're by ourselves in that moment, and we just need that feeling of being hugged. Energetically, oat straw supports us with that as well. And when we're going through transitions, so let me finish, and then I'll, okay. So like when we're going through transitions, and it could be transitions of all kinds. It could be we're supporting someone who's transitioning to the next world, life, right? We can be going through transition from moving from one place to another. You might be sad to leave one place, but you have to, and then you're going to somewhere else. So as transitions of any kind, it helps to bring ease, you know and joy, beauty, helps us to rest our minds, right? And to find beauty in the transition as well, right? This again is such a soft herb. On energetically, it's so soft, right? And when you think of softness, you know and just being nurtured and taken care of, this herb is associated with Venus and the element earth. This is an Oshun herb.
mm.
Oshun, the Orisha Oshun. This herb is associated with the energy of Oshun.
I have a newfound love for Oshun, so
Hmm. Yeah.
I just discovered her in your last class. I've always known about
Really discovered her, right? Not just what you
really,
read.
really
Really, really discovered
discovered
her.
her
Yeah.
from a different perspective in your class.
Yeah. Hmm. Any comments? Any more comments from anyone? Yeah.
Well, sometimes it takes the comments a minute to come in,
Yeah.
but I'm going
Yeah,
to
that's okay. Yeah.
that I went through something
Um,
last
just wanted to give the opportunity. Yeah. So, I tend to blend oat straw in my nutritive blends.
Can you hear
Yeah.
me, Ifae?
What did you say, Tracy?
Oh, I said I went through something last week. I had to travel to New York City.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
did a job, and when I did the job, I didn't realize all it was years, years of conjuring up. I'm gonna say like 20 some odd years of things came,
Mhm. Mhm.
and I crashed. When I got back to the hotel, I didn't. I was like this, and I just lay down and passed
Oh,
out like
good.
I was fried. So
Yeah.
I think I need to get some oat straw.
So I have a blend on my site. It's called Restore, a tea blend. It's called Restore.
Okay,
Um, yeah,
okay.
it has oat straw in it, nettle,
I
um,
think you gave
and
me.
red raspberry. Yeah,
I
with
think I
a
had.
yeah, yeah. If you go to my site, you'll see. Type in Restore Herbal Tea Blend. Yeah, that's one of my go-to. That's a staple because it's not only is it nutritive, right, but all of those other energetic and spiritual properties that it holds. Not just the oat straw, but also the nettle, which is protective, and also the hawthorn, which is it helps us to heal our hearts. So yeah. Hmm. Lottie says habits are very mechanical and ingrained. times. Oat straw sounds really gentle on the system. It is, Lottie. It's a very, very gentle, nurturing herb. It really is. Again, it's termed the um, hug plant. It's that herb that gives you the hug, the feeling of being hugged, right? And when we're going through difficult times, it's so important to be supported through that, especially when it's emotional, spiritual, emotional healing that we're doing. We really need the support. You guys know me. I lean on my plant allies for everything, for everything. Even if I have to take pharmaceuticals, cool. If I have to, I have to. But I lean on my plant allies heavily, especially um, energetically when I'm going through stuff. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah.
I
Mhm.
know at that tea blend, but I'm gonna find it. But if I don't,
Now I know that Tranquility is one of the blends that is it Tranquility
this
maybe?
tranquility.
Okay, this one is
Pink.
Restore is what I'm speaking
Okay,
about.
okay.
Yeah.
It's tranquility, right?
Uh-huh.
I'll
Yeah.
get some restore that has the
Yeah.
oat straw in it. Because what I want to do is take
Mhm.
the next 6 months. No,
Mhm.
wait, because we have the healing center, right? Healing program. So, uh,
Yeah.
April, because we're not in April yet. 4 weeks in April, May,
Mhm.
June, July, August. I want to take the next 5 months to to heal, to do
Yeah.
me, to self care,
Mhm.
to
Yeah.
love. Can
Mhm.
I also use the restore in a bath? Do you suggest that?
I mean, you can. Why not? Okay. Yes, you can. Without hesitation, yes.
Yeah,
But
I'll drink
why
it.
would you want to put all that in the bath and then what are you going to drink?
I'll drink it and bathe with it. Don't.
But absolutely, yes.
Okay, all
Hmm.
right.
Yeah. And, oh, well, maybe I should do a workshop on um, baths, right? And
Oh, that
how,
nice.
the different types of bath, not just for protection, not just for cleansing, but
Just
in lifting our spirits, and, nurturing ourselves. Yeah, I might do that. So, call it, yeah, yeah, I might. I'll think about it. But that won't be until after June. Maybe after the summer. Yeah.
and maybe we can
Mhm.
transition
Yeah.
everyone over to your channel.
I know that's where you're heading. Okay, maybe. Maybe.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
There you go. There you
yeah,
go.
yeah. I'll say yes. Yes.
Everyone doesn't know the story behind it, but I'm always empowering everyone to
Mm-hmm.
create their own identity on YouTube. And Ifae has a channel, right? But it's about you when you're doing this stuff, right?
Yeah.
I'm of gratitude that you're coming on
Mm-hmm.
for everyone that watches this channel.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But they don't need just one person in their lives, right?
Right.
We are collective.
Right.
And
Right.
what I
Mm-hmm.
offer is different than what you offer. And yet,
Mm-hmm.
complement of more
Yeah.
than one people standing together for the growth of humanity, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why I have
Absolutely.
my own channel.
Where are your like counts, Tracy? I forgot to start off with that. The likes.
Oh, I know.
If
I
I could remind people to please like,
like
it
video.
certainly supports Tracy. And that one like is your ticket to this conversation weekly, right?
Yes,
So always remember to pay with your like, right?
that's adorable.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
Let me see the like count. Hold on. The like count. All right. 29. We can get 10 more likes in.
Yeah. Yeah. If we can get some more likes in, please. Thank you. Yeah, Tracy. So that's what I have today. Right. Um, yeah. Love yourself, nurture yourself through your healing process. You know,
Yes.
if it's that one mistake that you made some years back and you're ashamed and you don't know how to face yourself, just focus on that. You don't have to heal from everything all at once, right?
Right.
But, you know, certainly we should be striving to heal ourselves, right?
Yes.
And then the more that we heal ourselves, the more authentic we become, the more our authentic selves we become, right? Yeah. Because sometimes we want to do something or we want to give an opinion, but we don't want anyone to throw things back in our face. Well, how dare you? You did that 10 years ago or whatever, right? Heal from it, forgive yourself, release it, move on. So that when someone tries to put that in your face, throw it back at you, you can simply say, I've healed and moved on from that. I acknowledge my right? My bad
There's
decision or whatever.
nothing better than that. There's nothing better when an ex comes back and you're like, I'm good,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You don't have to go
Yeah.
into I'm healed, I'm better. Like you just
Right, right, right.
good.
I'm good, doing really good. And it's not just mouth work, right? The
Right.
energy is
It's
actually showing
real.
you're good, right?
Real.
Yeah.
Right.
Hmm.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing when you've healed yourself.
Hmm. Yeah. So that's what I have for today.
Today was beautiful as last time that you were on was beautiful. I think every session is getting more beautiful. I love self-care. I live for it.
Yeah. I mean, just think about it. For someone who says, "Well, I can't help. I just like to help people." Have at it. Wonderful. You're
So,
people too. You are people too. So the care that you would give to others, remember to include yourself in the sharing of that, right? Share
mm-hmm,
yourself with yourself, not just with others, right? Yeah.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. All right,
Hmm.
Ifae,
Hmm.
I am going to say see you later.
See you later. Have a great weekend, everyone. Have a great, great weekend. Hmm.
LaShonda's giving you yellow hearts and
Oh,
sun
thank
up
you, Lashonda.
prayer.
Yeah.
I just want to thank everyone for being here and impacting your own lives by listening, you know,
That's right. Absolutely.
just by listening.
Absolutely. Because our words, when what we say
Powerful.
impacts people in one way or the other, right? So even though someone who is listening now, for example, not might not be ready to move into that space of intentional healing yet,
Today.
the seeds have been planted because you're hearing what I'm saying. Yeah. So what we're saying actually. So
Mm-hmm.
mhm. So words do matter. Yeah. Yeah.
You're welcome, Tiffany.
Yeah.
All right. And
Hmm.
Miss we gotta put your name up. Um Miss S White, this is Ifae. We gotta
Hmm.
put your name up, Ifae.
What it's on the screen, but I guess you're not showing the names on the screen. Mhm.
Oh, that's my oh
I thought that was
yes, I know
intentional.
what it is. I know what it
Yeah.
no. Let me see. No.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, you figure it out for the next time. But I am for those joining for the first time. I am
I know what it is.
priestess
Wait,
priestess Ialode Ifashaye.
there you go.
Mhm.
Oh my God, I feel
Yeah.
so dumb. Thank you.
No, I mean the next
Yes,
time.
yes. I was messing around with it earlier and then
Hmm.
transitioned in. I am so
Yeah.
sorry.
And my website is orinaturals.com. ORI naturals.com.
Wait, let me just. type that in.
Mm-hmm.
I also meant to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Live chat. Ori Naturals.com.
Mm-hmm.
Now we see it. I know, Miss White. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I'm
Mm-hmm.
so sorry.
Yeah. And you can reach out to me from the contacts page, or you can email me at customer service at orinaturals.com. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, everyone, have a great rest of your day and a beautiful weekend. What is the weather going to be like? I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow all day here. But I found out about what Sherry Shepherd mentioned it on her show about this vegan donut place, black owned,
Uh-huh.
um, and just won number one vegan donut business in New York. So that's where I'm planning to go tomorrow.
Is that
Actually,
Manhattan?
where you stayed when you were in New York, you weren't far from there. It was it's in the Brooklyn Heights area, and I am going because I need to try those donuts.
Oh my God. Don't make me jealous.
So, but I think it's going to rain heavily. But I'll just use an umbrella. That's all.
We don't
Yeah.
get donuts here in St. Croix. I mean, they sell them in a supermarket, but not the
Mhm.
type that you would get
Yeah.
at Dunkin' Donuts or something like
Yeah.
that.
But these are vegan donuts,
I heard you. I heard you say
right?
we don't
And
get
it was
donuts.
created with, she said, especially people of color, with the diabetes and, people
Yeah.
who crave those types of
Yes.
goodies, right? But
Yes.
because of their diabetes and whatever situation they might have going on, they can't eat it, or they do eat it. And then,
They have a sugar crash. Right.
they have issues, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to trying that.
Not taken away. Do you remember the name of it?
Yes, it's called Cloudy Donut
So who's ever in
Co.
New York City,
Cloudy in Brooklyn,
Brooklyn,
Brooklyn Heights. So Brooklyn Heights is just across the Brooklyn
Bridge,
Bridge. Uh huh.
okay,
Um,
Cloudy Donuts.
Cloudy Donut with a no. It's not no S at the end. Cloudy Donut
Donut.
Co. Co. Right. .com. Mm-hmm.
Cloudy Donut. I'm gonna look it up online. Let me tell you something though. When I came to New York City, I left the plane and went straight to have a donut. And I had two.
Funny.
And I'm sitting in the Uber like this.
Like if anyone cares, it's almost like you were hiding. Mm,
Like a 5-year-old.
hilarious. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. So that's
Cloudy,
my weekend, and
cloudy
making medicines.
donut.
That's my weekend. That's what I have planned.
And making your stuff. Cloudy
Herbal medicines and
Co.
stuff. Hmm?
Cloudy Donut Co. I'm gonna look it
Yeah.
up. I'll just salivate over because the next time I travel, I'm trying to stop over in New York City.
Okay. Let me
And
know when that is, and
yeah,
we can have some things lined up.
I'm gonna have to.
Kind of like
Right,
pre
right,
scheduled, and then so
right.
we'll know
Have-
exactly what we're doing already. Mhm.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
All right,
So,
sweetie.
all
Thank you
right.
so much, Ifae.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
It's hard to
Mhm.
let you go, but we have to say
I'll be back next Friday, God willing.
always God willing. My dad used to say, what did he say? We don't say goodbye. We say see you later.
Right.
And I'm
Or
gonna start,
farewell.
yeah,
Farewell.
I'm
Hmm.
gonna start saying it. See you
That's right.
later.
See you later. Bye,
Take
everyone.
bye
Bye
everyone.
bye.
Just text me, sweetie. Hold on. Just text me. Hold on, Ifae.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the screen. Comment. Look at this. Wait. Damn it.
There it is. 213 4.
213.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
That's okay. 213-458-7408. Just text me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And 444. Get going.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, Ifae.
Bye-bye. Mm-hmm.
Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to